You ready?
You're answering me the questions?
I guess so.
Yeah.
You've got them memorized?
No.
Well, the first time I met John and Drew was the night of that accident we had.
Steve's car accident on his first date with Rose was certainly something that I will never forget. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard, but been so, so thankful that he wasn't hurt. But I was laughing so hard at the same time. It was really funny.
Right there, I should have known. I'm so stupid.
There's a third quote for you. I remember Nipplehead winning the contest, the armpit licking contest. That was it.
The gross out contest.
The gross out contest. Yes, that was Mr. Barnes.
Being a security guard is a proud and noble honor. One gets to bring boredom to new heights.
Over the hair like that.
What the hell were we? We were at John's house. It was sort of a thunderstorm, rainstorm. There was lightning. Lightning struck the transformers on Sunrise Highway by Raynors. Knocked out power. Dan thought we were being invaded by the Russians. He kept checking his watch to see if time stopped because supposedly because he saw the day after where people's cars stopped because they were being invaded by Mars or some shit. The missiles would stop and take energy from everything, and people would just stop and wonder why their watches weren't supposed to be working. I don't know if Dan had a bad battery or if his watch kept going, but he wouldn't stop smoking. No, we're being invaded. Dan, shut up, it's a power outage. Lightning struck it. No. And the Nipplehead steals my car to investigate. Comes back a half hour later, I got no gas.
I remember it was a very weird party. Steve was really drunk. And he was swimming on the floor or something. Or was that Mike?
That was me.
That was you?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know you guys then. So, okay, that was Rob. Rob was swimming on the floor in John's house.
Jordan and Dan, we went to Indiana.
And Dan was in the shower, and Scum and I were outside, and we're thinking, gee, I wonder if he wears a bandana in the shower. We go in the kitchen, and I grab a bottle of whipped cream. And whipped cream is very cold. I had a traumatizing experience, trust me. Whipped cream is very cold. He grabs spaghetti sauce, so we open up the door, and I could like hear the Psycho music in my head. He threw over the spaghetti sauce, and I threw over the whipped cream, and I heard Dan scream like I've never heard anything before. I will remember Dan's scream for the rest of my life. I can't repeat it. Dan, I'm sure, could never make it again. And he came running in the shower 2 seconds later with a towel and his hat on. I don't know any quotes. I know I love eggs and Judy tuna, or whatever the hell that was. I don't know what the hell that was. I hated that because I couldn't spell it.
76 was something that was said a long time ago. 76?
That was my stomach.
How you doing, Drew?
Great.
Bob's giving me the finger now.
I used to have fun with Sean because none of his friends knew how to drive stick, except for me.
You don't know, do ya?
He'd go to sports set, be like, hold on, I gotta go in for a minute, And then he'd move his car down the block, and he'd come running out. Where the hell's my car? I bought my Honda Spree from him. That was quite a nice piece of machinery. It was nice of him not to tell me that he never got an oil change or that he put nitrous in it before me and that it crapped out, but I don't care about the $125, it was well worth it.
You still have it?
I still have it. No, it crapped out. He didn't change the oil and he put nitrous in it.
Hi!
Yes, and another thing is, I know I'm a pisser. And I don't even try to be a pisser. It just kind of comes out naturally. It kind of just flows, like off the tip of your tongue. It just flows that I'm a pisser. I don't even mean to be a pisser. I don't even mean to be funny. But it just naturally comes out.
I'm not getting involved. That is the Chris quote of life.
Oh, shit.
What about, well, can you tell me what, stop it.
Can't think of anything else.
I don't know. I can't really remember.
I really don't remember any offhand.
Whatever. I couldn't remember what it's called.
Remember, who was the deaf guy?
I don't really remember anything else.
That's about all I can think of right now.
Oh, my God.
I remember, what was her name?
What the fuck was the dean's name? What's that bald-headed guy's name? Dan! You'll let that out, right? Okay.
Well, give me some help here. Thank you, Rob.
I still live at home. I got my own phone this year, finally. Got my own phone. I'm very excited. Do I have to stop talking? Ben. Is everyone going to burp on this tape?
Every single damn immature one of us.
Clearly only men burp.
I burped on the time. So what? I burped into this little stupid microphone.
Did the same thing, then Ben did the same thing. At the very end, okay, we're done. Into the fucking microphone. All three of you did it. What's the matter with you people? That better not be on me.
I wanted to fart, but I didn't have one ready. You could just tell how much, you know, just Rob cares about. He wants to keep this on video, you know. I look like a dick. He doesn't care, you know. I don't care, but this is great, you know. Just the whole. I can't think of things off the top of my head because, you know, this is. That's it.
What memories I have? I had fun. Well, I'm done.